Okay, so National Novel Writing Month, also called NaNoWriMo, is the goal of writing 50,000 words of a novel in the month of November. It's arguably my favorite time of the year. I kind of hate it, kind of fear it, but 100% look forward to it and love it. It's a huge undertaking, but luckily, I'm here to help you prep for it. How we're going to prep for NaNoWriMo. 1. Come up with the idea. 2. Decide what tools you'll use to write the book. 3. Decide where you're going to write the book. 4. I don't remember what 4 is. 4. Collect your supplies. 5. Plan or outline to our level of comfort. 6. Create a soundtrack. 7. Create a mood board. 8. Announce your project on the NaNoWriMo official website. And last but not least, 9. Believe in yourself. Number 1. Come up with the idea. You need to come up with an idea that will hold up for an entire month and 50,000 words or more. And that's no simple feat. Who is your protagonist? What's their goal? What is their desire? And what is their fear that gets in the way of that? What is your setting? Don't worry, world building will come later. For now, just ask yourself where the story is set. What concept or theme will your story be centered around? What do you want to shout from the rooftops? Number 2, decide what tools you'll use to write the novel. What tools are you going to use? There's no right or wrong answer. You just need to know what will work for you for the month of November. You don't have to buy some fancy program if you don't want to. A lot of people swear by Scrivener. Scrivener is awesome, but it doesn't work for everybody, and that's okay. You might use Word or Google Docs. Apparently some people even use Excel, although I have no idea how they do that. You can even write longhand if it suits your fancy. Whatever works for you is what you should use. Where are you going to write? John Cleese and Chris Fox call this your tortoise enclosure. This is a physical location, ideally the same place every day. That consistency will help build your routine and train your brain to go into writing mode when you're in that space. Try to find a place that doesn't have distractions like a bed, a TV, gaming systems, or anything else that you think might distract you from the work of writing. Even your books might be too much. You're not here to read, you're not here to play, you're here to write. It's a place specifically for writing and nothing else. Butt in the chair means writing time. 4. Collect your supplies. Now we finally collect the tools. Whatever you've chosen, make it something you're excited to use. Name your Word document masterpiece in the making. Find a pretty notebook and a beautiful pen that writes really well. Find tools that you're excited to use and set them up so that they're ready to go on November 1st. Nailed it. 5. Plan or outline to your level of comfort. Planning is controversial because people like to group themselves as planners and pantsers, and apparently plantsers is a thing too. I think these are a sort of artificial way to group ourselves, but if it helps you, go for it. Personally, I like to plan everything out in advance. I have an entire poster on my wall covered in post-it notes that goes through my story scene by scene, beat by beat, and lets me know what's coming. That way, when the day comes, I can just write straight through that. I don't have to sit and stare at my screen and wonder, oh, what's coming, what should I write next? I already know. Not everyone writes like that though. Some people are more of discovery writers, where they prefer not to have it all planned out in advance. They like to discover it as they write it. For discovery writers, I would advise you to give yourself some landmarks at least, so that you keep yourself on track and you know that you're heading in the right direction. This is the time to get to know your characters better. Fill out character sheets if those are fun for you. Brainstorm quirks, passions, hobbies, facial features. You can even interview your characters or write quick scenes to get to know how they feel on paper. Now is also the time to do any major world building. You don't want to get into the middle of November and then spend 3 hours on Pinterest designing your country. Figure out your setting now. What it looks like, what it feels like, what the people are like. You can even get down to imports and exports if that's your thing. 6. Create a soundtrack. The right music can help get you into writing mode. So set up a playlist now of songs that inspire you to write or that remind you of your project. And then you'll have it ready to use when November hits. 7. Create a mood board. Another way to inspire yourself is to create a mood board or aesthetic board. Go on Pinterest to your heart's content. Find images that remind you of your story or of your characters or your setting, and build your dream mood board. You can make it your desktop background, you can print it off, you can put it on your phone, wherever you want to keep it. Make sure it's available to inspire you when NaNoWriMo hits. 8. Announce your project on the NaNoWriMo website. A big part of the appeal of NaNoWriMo is the community. There are built-in support systems, forums, writing groups. People come together for this. Part of that is the site. Create an account on the NaNoWriMo website if you don't already have one. Add people as writing buddies. Show up on the forums. Announce your project. You can give your title, the genre or category. You can even include a synopsis or an excerpt if you want to. Just announcing the project helps you feel more committed to seeing it through. Then post about your project. Add me as a friend. I'd love to see you there. I'm author Ivy L. James. Yeah. And 9, believe in yourself. Nano can be tough. No matter how many people are cheering you on, there will be days where it's you and a draft that tells you to stick it where the sun don't shine. You have to believe in yourself and be able to pump yourself up on days where it's hard. I have a YouTube playlist of pep talk videos. Check it out. Save compliments you've received in the past and review them when you're down on yourself to remind you that you can do it. And there are people that believe in you. Be your own cheerleader. You can do it. Yeah. I believe in you. You need to believe in you. Let's recap. Here are ways to prepare for NaNoWriMo. Come up with the idea. Decide what you'll use to write. Decide where you'll write. Gather your supplies. Plan or outline to your level of comfort. Create a soundtrack. Create a mood board. Announce your project on the NaNoWriMo website. And believe in yourself. My work here is done. Like and subscribe if it makes you happy. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I post blog articles on my website. Link is below. I'm also on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as author Ivy L. James. Now go forth and prepare for NaNoWriMo. I believe in you.